Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
Hey guys, how you doing? So in this video, we're gonna just briefly talk over Mace rework and the possibilities of it happening. There are two different ways I see it going down for his rework. So let's just go into it and we'll have a good time for this video. So like a little bit ago, I want to say a little bit ago, it's probably like a month ago, I did a little video going over Mace in Padme teams, and you know, before any reworks, what he looks like. Very bad. Nothing really that pops out and helps out them too much. My Mace is maxed out with gear. He's okay, the stats are okay, but his abilities do pretty much nothing to help out. Here he has nothing that boosts any any protection up to give the Padme team any extra help there. Nothing here. Very bland and basic attacks. So all around, it's pretty good. It's a pretty bad character. But when you go into the Geonosian Separatist Might TB and you go all the way down into the details, you can actually see some of these guys. They're either new reworks potentially, or they're just like new kits that they're going to be introducing just for the TB. But I'm going to just put this out there that if this is the kit that will be reworked into the new Mace the new Mace Mundi rework, this will be disgusting and it'll be probably the best fit for this team. And I said in the beginning that there are two different possibilities for this to be the best fit. So the first one I'm going to go over is this one, and then the second one is the one that we got in and that we saw in the Padme event a while back. So here, the only thing that I won't say is probably going to happen is this party's over ability where he instantly kills Jango Fett. I don't think that's going to be a thing in a real game. And then I'm not sure if Shatter Point's going to be translated into it as well. And then another thing is Shatter Point, it says here that it does massive damage to enemies with it. But if you want to go back to the Padme event, when somebody was inflicted with Shatter Point and he did damage to him, he did stuns. So Shatter Point can either be this way or the other way. And I think either way would be fine. Massive damage, I'm not sure if that would, on those last standing Maliks, if like how that would work there, but stuns would be definitely helpful as well. Any stun on Malik at the end of the battle is really helpful. But the main thing I want to hit up here with this kit that we have the details of the Separatist Might is that his basic and his special are really good. And the reason they're good is because if you read their basic, it says dispel all buffs on target enemy and deal true damage equal to 35% of their max health. And then it also goes on to say it can't be evaded and the damage can't be reduced. So if you go to Malik's kit, we'll bring up a little screenshot of his uniques. He is immune to HP based attacks, and when they're mentioning deal true damage, that kind of counters that whole or immune to the HP based damage. So that would be very nice to see there. And then also here on Reckoning, it's kind of the same thing. Let's read it. It says reduce target enemies max protection by 15% or by 50% until the end of battle if they have no dispellable buffs. And then also it says deal true damage, so you get another deal true damage attack here, and then it says you do it to the target enemy equal to 50% of their max health. This attack can't be faded and it cannot be reduced. So very similar phrases there. Can be evaded and can't be reduced. That's two things you want to keep in mind here. And I think true damage is going to be the way to how to counter these Maliks, especially Gear 13 Maliks. I fought a Gear 13 Malik in my arena today and it was pretty cool to see. I did beat it, but it was very hard. And, just the tankiness and the HP protection pool is really crazy as well. So that's kind of how the kits are for now. And another thing you guys might be asking is, should we still be using 3PO or should we use this potential, Mace rework? With this kit, this one on screen, you can see here, if this is going to be translated over into the game, this frees up 3PO to be used in the CLS team if you're going to be trying to run that in GA or TW. And the reason why is because, like we said earlier, is the true damage counters Malik's percentage or reduce, whatever you want to call it, the reduction to the max HP damage that he receives. Same thing that goes with Kylo Ren, Unmasked, and the OG Kylo in this game. And another thing, yeah, the protection ups really do help. And I think if we get any other characters that, increase or give extra protection up or anything like that, that would be really nice as well. That's why Yoda is nice in the game right now. He has battle meditation that gives that, and he gives a stun as well. So that would be a nice one to have. Anything like that in the future. Just kind of stick away from using him though, because you want to typically use him in a JKR team. So there you guys have it for there. And then one of the last things I want to touch up on here is going to be his Shatter Point, his unique, or whatever you want to call it. I think this is a unique, and it says he inflicts it on an enemy, right? And then he deals, whenever he hits somebody with Shatter Point, he deals massive damage. And I'm not too sure if that's going to be somewhat, similar to Probe Droid or anything like that, like a Nihilus maybe. Nihilus is more like an insta-kill, like you just use the ability right and the person's dead, right? Maybe it's going to be kind of like that. Maybe it's going to be more like Probe Droid, which I think it will be. So massive damage can, be 99999, like all those nines, right? All the way up to like 100k, or it could be even more than that. We just don't know. But the main thing that you want to, touch up on here is the true damage and what that kind of is going to, bring to the team when you're talking about killing Malak a little bit earlier on in the battle or later on if he is the last one alive. And then if you want to look at anybody else in the game besides Mace that might get a rework right now, and just the ones that we see in the details of the TB that we have now. The other one that is new and we have a new kit design for is Mundi. But if you go to check out his kit, really there's nothing here that can counter Malak's too well. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict defense down, so that's pretty bad. Nothing great there. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If that enemy was debuffed, this attack deals double damage. Like, yeah, that might be nice, but Malak at that point in the battle is going to have so high of defense, it's going to be hard to kill. And on top of that, he's going to have a bunch of crit avoidance. And then, yeah, he's going to recover some protection equal to the damage dealt. That might be nice. We don't know, though, how that might translate into the game. And then another one here, I like this ability a lot, actually, Meditation. It says gain offense up, tenacity up, crit damage up, and retribution for 2 turns. So kind of like the meditation we see on Ahsoka Fulcrum Tano. And then also, for each debuffed enemy, he gains 15% TM. So that's nice as well. The elite version, I'm not sure if this is like what it's going to be like in game or not, but it says there's no such thing as luck, and then it says his attacks can't be countered. When attacking out of turn, he always critically hits. So that might be pretty cool if you are talking about in the Malak team, and typically when you fight Malak with Padme, you always get Malak, or at least I do typically get him to being the last one alive. And with all the assists on the team, you got a GK mass assist and you got a Padme assist as well. That's a lot of extra assists, and when he's talking about attacking on a turn, those are going to be critical hits, and Malak won't be able to stop them. Yeah, you might be able to, get feared on yourself, but it depends if the damage is going to be nice on this guy or if it's not going to be nice at all. We'll just have to see. Okay, and one of the last ones I want to go over is going to be Padawan Anakin. This guy, pretty much, same looking kid as the Jedi Knight Anakin one we have in game. But this one is, in some cases, a little bit better, but overall, Jedi Anakin is going to be the top dog. So basic, it's, deal damage and inflict tenacity down, nothing great there. Daring charge, AoE everybody, if this attack scores at least 3 crits, all allies getting crit damage up. That might be nice, but later on in the battles, like I've been saying, if Malak's the last one alive, you can't really do any crits because of his crit avoidance is so high. And then also, he has a cool little ability here. It's called Padawan Mind Trick, and it says inflict 2 damage over times on somebody, and then deal speed down on target enemy as well. And it can't be evaded, so it's not really great at all. Let's read his unique. It looks like he has 2 uniques here. Relentless Approach. Anakin has a lot of, so he has 50% crit damage, and then also he always critically hits, nice, and is always critically hit by enemy attacks. Okay, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword there. That's interesting. I'm not sure if we'll be getting this one. I think this is more just themed towards the TB, like some of these other characters are in this game right now, like the other clones as well. But if that is in the game too, I think always critting is going to be nice versus like the last standing Malik. Even if you do get feared, you're going to be doing some nice damage anyways. And then last but not least, his fervent ability as well. While buffed, he deals 20% more damage and has 100% counter chance. So that's interesting as well. But just to, you know, do an overview of this in video and why I feel like Mace is going to be the next best fit in this team, and it allows you to free up your 3PO, is because the, you know, true damage here on his basic and his special, being able to do true damage to Malik will just counter all of his percentage-based attacks that he's immune to, right? And that opens up you to not be able to use 3PO, use him in your CLS team, and I'm sure that maybe some way down the line we'll be getting something like this. And then last but not least, another overview I want to go over is his Shatter Point unique, and if this is going to be translated also into the game, depending on whether it's going to be this one that you see right here with dealing massive damage whenever somebody is Shatter Point, or if it's going to be the one that we saw in the Padme event where if he hits somebody with Shatter Point, he just stuns them. Either way, that'd be fine with me. I actually would rather prefer the stun one over this massive damage one. I like stuns a lot more controlling in some of these situations versus Malik. Alright, so there you guys have it for today. And you know, if you guys enjoy this video, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts on, you know, potential Mace reworks. If you guys think I'm right about this, if you think I'm wrong, I'd love to hear your comments in the comments below. And also, if you want to, feel free to join Discord. Discord link is in the description of the video. And if you want to support my channel, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to go further than that, feel free to check out my Patreon. Patreon link is in the description. So yeah, just let me know how you guys feel about this video. If it's going to work, if it's not going to work, stuff like that. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later.
Nice.